So today I'm going to be talking about females in video games. Over the past 10 years, I've played some video games, obviously. Um, but one of the questions I always ask in my mind is, where are all the females in the video games? I've always been brought up playing such games like Super Mario Kart, Super Mario Brothers, Banjo-Kazooie, Halo, Half-Life, a lot of those games. But one of the things that I've always really thought of is they don't really have a lot of female characters in the video games. And if they do, they're not really main characters or you know, they're not depicted as good female characters that are always stereotyped. Um, but that was 10 years ago. So we think that we've come a little bit from that stereotyping females and stuff like that. Um, three three characters that come to mind for me are Meryl Silverbird from Metal Gear Solid, Bonnie McFarlane from Red Dead Redemption, and Katana from Mortal Kombat. Um, all three very vicious characters, very good female characters, very strong, very independent, I might say. Um, but they're all kind of stereotyped in their own, you know, little way. Katana is a very good fighter in Mortal Kombat, and she's been, in the series since the second Mortal Kombat. But if you look closely, her outfit is actually, you really don't have to look closely, honestly. Um, Her outfit basically looks like her breasts are about to pop out. It looks like her midsection and nether regions are basically not covered at all. And she fights like this is normal. Like it it makes it seem like every woman could do all this stuff with very little clothing on. And obviously that's not true. Um, I don't really understand the whole you have to make her breasts almost as big as her head, but that's just me.
Kitana wins.
Anyway, um, another one, you know, Elena Fisher from Uncharted. Very good character, very strong in her supporting role of the main character. Um, this girl doesn't really have, the boobs as big as her head and all that stuff, so very very good female physique. Although what really gets me is that she's holding a big gun and she looks like she kind of is having a lot of fun with it. Um, yeah. So you you can just, take that message and, think what you will of it with ladies having really good times with big guns, but, we're gonna move on. So basically, the first female to be introduced in the video game world was Toby Kissy
Samus,
Masuyo
looks like I'm gonna need to
in a
ask you
game
for
called
cooperation on this
Baraduke
mission.
in 1985. The first mainstream video game female in the US was Samus Aran in 1986. But because of her suit that she had in the Metroid series, she was not revealed until the end of the game. Now, that always struck me as odd. I don't really understand why a main female character wouldn't be revealed until the end of the game. But, once again, you can just take that and think what you will of it. In a study of 669 action, shooter, and role-playing games in 2012, only 24 of these games had an exclusively female protagonist, and 300 of these games provided the option of selecting one. Video games with male-only protagonists sold better than games with female, or the option to choose games with a female-only protagonist had on average only 50% of the marketing budget of female optional games and 40% of the marketing budget of games with male-only protagonists. In 2013, Slant Magazine released the top 25 best video games. of 2013, obviously. And only 20% of those games featured female characters in the game. What's even more shocking is that the females in these games were only depicted as either a damsel in distress or a sexual object to even look at. To look at, even when they were fighting. Now, if you're a video game person, you probably would have stumbled upon the Super Mario series. I played a lot of Super Mario in my earlier ages. Still play Super Mario. Big fan. Always going to be a big fan of Nintendo. But one of the things I always look at and is confused with Princess Peach. Now, Princess Peach is the character that Mario, the main character, is trying to rescue. That's the whole purpose of the game. You're gonna be Mario, battle a lot of bosses, go through all the levels, and rescue the princess. But don't understand the way that Princess Peach is portrayed. Princess Peach is seen as this dainty, fragile, kind of clueless character. She looks very clueless. She has an expression like she doesn't know what's going on. Her high-pitched voice doesn't really make it any better. Um, the only really sounds that you hear from her are, her yelling, "Oh, Mario, save me!" or "Help, I'm being, captured," or whatever. So that really doesn't give it a lot of good light, but kind of makes it like the whole thing with her just being repeatedly captured. I know that's how you make video games. That's how you make sequels and everything. We just reinvent the plot over and over. But even so, and I might be taking this too literally, kind of makes it seem like, you want to switch it up a little maybe. You want to like make her not get captured right at the beginning of the game or something like that. And even when she is captured, she, makes no attempt to escape and just sits there like a bump on the log. So yeah, those are the things I've found in video games when I was playing. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you later.